Yeah, oh yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
That's probably a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, I think that's a very intelligent idea. All right, so we're up on Twitch right now, and I might need to share a few things before we get started. So where are we? There we go. Cool. Let's that one. There we go.
We have comfy chairs.
We do. We have very comfy chairs. I'm so stoked.
They're good.
I'm really these chairs are perfect, and I'm glad almost that the last episode that we didn't go through properly because these chairs are just awesome, and they make this whole shot look amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
We can. Yeah, you're coming through quite nicely, I think.
Yeah. All is good.
I'll even go back here. That's heaps better for me. So
beautiful.
Hopefully, I'm not overpowering your mic, but I think we're all good to go. I think. Welcome.
Show number 1.
Yeah, brother.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the Dead Set Show.
Welcome.
The idea is free speech.
That was the idea.
Sorry.
My bad. I'm so sorry about that.
Free speech seems to be getting shot in the neck. So
yeah. That seems to be what's been happening.
Yeah. So
around this, it seems to be a big talking point at the moment.
So the idea is we make a show that talks about some of the things, politics, social commentary, religion, everything, and we be like normal human beings and like discuss it without being lunatics and lying and
being emotional and calling each other, diagnosing each other. That's a very common one.
Yeah, that's a top one.
Yeah.
And then that way, hopefully, people around our age or any other age, can see people our age actually are concerned with legitimate things, and people our age can get an idea of what's going on where we don't have enough time to actually investigate into anything, especially with Australian politics. Like, we all know what's happening with Trump. We all know what's happening in America. Well, most people, but
a lot of people tend to say that they know more about American politics than Australian.
Yeah.
So it does. I tend to find that it does have its influence in.
I mean, it's just because it's funner. Like over here, it's not. Over here, it's not as fun. Like it's just like old decrepit weird as. Like everyone just wants to make jokes like Albanese. It's not as fun as like this crazy. Yeah, like show host that now runs the country. It's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
But you probably should know like what's happening. Like there are plenty of things. I mean, we're supposed to vote. Like we're supposed to like have kids, and our kids are going to vote and stuff. So like understanding what happens with our own government's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it's a reasonable idea. I think it's good to know.
Yeah, so that's one thing. Another thing is there's obviously everyone's got an agenda. Most people have an agenda, and like everyone probably sees the same thing we do. I just constantly see, like, if I go on social media and look at anything from either side, be it left or right political, it's just complete and utter bullshit. It's just lies. Like, it's just straight lies. And then when somebody comes to the other person with a fact, it's just walk away. Like, like, I've seen both sides. Recently, it's going completely one way. But I have seen both sides. But there's a lot of people quoting other people and not actually giving sources. So the idea is if we're going to source people's quotes on this show, if we're going to source information, at the very least, there'll be a source provided in the information of the video that we post. But at best, we would like to provide you with in-time details during the stream, show, whatever it may be. That way you can actually see, verbatim what we're talking about, and it's not just a random paper
I'm
crap
saying
out of
this stuff, and you have to trust my word. Like,
I mean, that was the big thing.
Yeah, it's like at least we're showing we want to show the raw way of actually proving yourself wrong sometimes, and you're going, oh, maybe I was not correct on this issue, or maybe I didn't have too much of a great formulated opinion for this issue, and I think if we put that on camera and put ourselves out there showing you that the raw footage of us.
Yeah, like I'm an idiot. Like I'm probably wrong about heaps, but that's why we have a computer and like Google. So I figure, we can kind of look that up and find out, and then instead of me being like, no, that's not true, like on camera in front of you all, you can actually see us say like, oh, we were wrong, or oh, that's the case, or we learned something. And we will have guests on. We have a few people that we're very interested in having on at some point. It will be something that we do just a duo show, as well as if there's someone worth talking to about an issue worth talking about, then we'll do it. But we'll aim for that as best as possible. We'd rather have conversations with people.
I think it's the best way to sort of show realistically. Certain people in certain professions have certain knowledge that maybe you can't find too much on Google, or it's different perspectives, and just putting that on camera and sort of just showing it as the most real sort of footage that we can show for everybody.
Yeah,
and most authentic.
Well, that way everyone knows the truth, because there's way too much no one having a clue about the truth. There's way too much just like singular set quoting from people. Like, I can understand why people gain an agenda and get stuck in their own way and they don't want to listen to you, because the stuff they're hearing from other people is like nuts. Like it's insane, whether it's true or false. And it's difficult to think that you would like, it's definitely shocking to stop and be like, wow, like I was that wrong. Like I'm that big of an idiot. Like there's definitely and we've had constant, we're not really a conspiracy theorist show or anything like that, a conspiracy show, but there's definitely been numerous conspiracies that have happened over the years that have just turned out to be completely true. And I feel like if it would just be a matter of people without a clear agenda looking towards the truth of what it is, then we will have a better idea.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. So
that's it.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. That's that. So this episode was supposed to be more of a, what we'll do, considering it's episode 1, we'll do more of an introduction of ourselves.
Last time we did our episode, we didn't click record on, we streamed, but we didn't click record, and so we couldn't get that footage to put that out on other socials and whatnot. So we were gutted.
It wasn't fun. No, it was all right. It was good. It was good to know everything. There's so much work involved in getting all this set up. It's insane. Like, you think like we're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a podcast, and we just like put in a thing, video ourselves. Like, this has taken like 6 weeks. Like, we both work full time. Like, we're not just it's not like we're paying someone to set it all up. Like, we're basically done.
We sourced all this from our own stuff. Like, just pulled as much stuff as we could out of every device we had, laptops, mics. Like,
it's been an engineering course along with it. It's been like, it's been insane. The guys at JCar Electrical Supplies like know me by name.
Yeah,
it's like it's a mission.
Good on them though. They're very helpful over there.
Yeah, they're good.
They're really good.
But now we got it sorted, so now we can actually get a crack on. A couple things that I did want to. I got a little. Look, people know me for analogies, and you probably know this too. I'm quite good at analogies. I can break down a situation and give it an alternate, put an alternate view or an alternate kind of story behind it with the exact same idea or the exact same kind of message I'm trying to get across. I've always found that to be like a reasonably good skill to have. Sometimes I'm way off, obviously, as some people are. Like, there's nothing to say about that. Sometimes I'm pretty dead set. So I'm hoping at some point I've got a little analogy that I do want to break down, and we can see how that flows out. And then we'll talk about what the correlation between that is.
Cool.
You've also got something you wanted to talk about at some point.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so we can get to that.
Yeah, we can.
So what I wanted to do was then just give ourselves a little introductory thing. So considering we're going to be interviewing anybody that comes on, just to get our own set of details, background, Yeah. Nobody believes anyone's stats.
Mm.
Like you say to someone, these are the stats, and like, no. So it's like, you may as well just come up with your own stats, and if people go, then you can go, have a look on YouTube. Like, there's literally a video of us, and like, obviously, we're not going to be able to like, you know, in like a short time, we're not going to get through thousands of people or anything, so it's not going to. But we'll get those people's idea like along the way as well. We'll get, you know, their generalizations, how they see things. Yeah, at least you'll know about the people that are on here. So it's no fun watching someone and listening to them talk and being like, "Who's this digger?"
Yeah. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's. We definitely should introduce ourselves then, shouldn't we?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll go you first. So,
well,
age.
Well, first of all, my name's Nathan.
I mean that's a good one.
That's a good
Actually, I don't even care. Just say how old you are. You can go by 27.
Yeah. Well, 20. Yeah, exactly right.
I'm 27.
Well, yeah, I am 27. You did say it.
Okay, so there you go.
27.
Economical status.
Yeah, lower middle class. Like,
what was it like growing up?
I was fairly like, you know,
Fairly
fairly.
too bad.
Yeah, pretty. Well,
lower middle. Cool.
Yeah, the lower. Yeah.
All right.
Can't complain.
Parental situation. Together, divorced.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Schooling. Public, private.
Public. Yeah.
Public schooling the whole time.
Yeah. I think I went to a private school for 6 months of my life in kindergarten. I think it was I'm fairly sure it was a private.
You definitely went to one of those Montessori schools or something.
No, it was.
That's why you can play guitar like Eddie Van Halen for some reason.
No, it was like it was a Catholic school, I think. In like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I don't think Catholic.
Greenpoint one or?
No, I was in Sydney because I grew up in Sydney.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not too far off Sydney to give the basis.
Yeah,
we're in the Sydney area.
Sydney basis.
Come looking for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about that. Career, roughly. Don't say where you work.
Yeah, music industry.
Music industry. Cool.
Yeah.
Relationship status.
Single, but I have dedicated my life to Jesus.
Longest relationship.
Longer, like
longest relationship.
Like
one single relationship.
That's really bad.
Oh no, like 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 hours.
About half of the day.
Just roughly over 2 years.
Roughly over 2 years. Okay. And social status: big circle, small circle.
I like to keep it. I like to keep it small. Easy to maintain. Quality over quantity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Yeah. Well,
that's okay. Very simple. Jax. Age 27. Same. Economical. Like I do pretty well. I'm self-employed, but I'm also a tradie. So, as you're probably all aware, the world thinks we're complete idiots and deserve dog water for pay. Yeah, so it's pretty hard to make it out there, especially when just about every idiot catches a plane over here and then charges the same amount I do, so the wages don't go up.
Feeling it.
Gnarly. Yeah. Parental. Parents split up young. Dad was a champion. One of the only dads I know in the world. I think the only dad I've ever known about that wasn't like rich and famous, that was a single dad and sent his kid to private school.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like that's the only, I don't know any other dad that managed to pay for their kid to go to private school. Single dad.
Wow. Yeah.
So he did fairly well. I didn't go to like gnarly private schools, but there was a affordable one, so it was better than the ones in the area we grew up in. Single, longest relationship, 6 years. Small circles, definitely. I don't know. Yeah, it's.
I feel like you grow to appreciate it more when you're older.
Most people are idiots. I'm sorry, but you might be all right. You might be cool. You might be all right, but most of y'all are fucking retarded.
Oh.
Just just not okay. You're just not okay in the head. Something's gone wrong. It's yeah, it's a general. I always grew up with my dad saying this saying. That was always a thing. That was apparently. I never fact checked him on this. Might be complete bullshit. It was a good way he said it too, because he never said that this was his quote. So I kind of never lost like all faith in humanity. But I was also kind of always like, I'm like what's going on here? Because he said that a really famous radio host, Australian radio host, one day on his very last day of work, one of the last things he ever said before he went off air was advice to the people is most damn people are just no effing good. And yeah, God. I mean, they say stay off social media, but social media is the world outside of your own workplace. You know what I mean? It is it's all good to say stay off social media. It's just random, but it's like depending on what you're watching. Obviously, if you're watching people making videos from their house, you're not really getting an idea. If you're watching actual interviews of people, you're watching people on the streets communicating on those talks. It's an outside look to the world, outside of your own little closed thing. And I mean, money's too hard for you. Like anyone our age or younger is flat out work. You know what I mean? Like we're flat out. Like nobody's got time to investigate stuff anyway. You only talk to your own friends, and even then, you talk to less and less and less of them as time goes on.
Yeah.
It's so easy to reach 70, 80 years old and just not have an opinion on fucking anything. Like I can see that so many people, it's like, no, I don't care. Like late 20s, 30s, it's like, oh yeah, so like you want to like have like a full life and like have a full family and everything. It's like you have no idea what's going on outside of your little box.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it doesn't affect me. It's like, it does. It does. I'm sorry, but like, it's all good to be like, well, I live in this tree. Everything that happens underneath me doesn't affect me until there's a landslide and your tree's on the ground. Like, it's the stupidest argument I've ever heard from anyone to be like, well, I don't have time to look at what the rest of the human race is doing. Like,
are people like
I get if it's hard to find information. That's one thing.
But don't you just want to know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I just have a deep, like, I feel like people should, like, have a deep desire just to
You would think so.
learn.
Like how many people went around, whatever it was, like a year ago, with, and I'm not even going to go into too much detail with this one because I do want to talk about this in more detail at some point, but the whole vote yes thing, to put it, those of you that know, no, there was everyone had a vote yes sticker on their fence, on their car, everything. Nobody knew what the law was. I'm going to tell you all what it actually was soon. But everyone, but no, the clue.
Yeah,
and even the people that were going, no, it's like half of them didn't know either. They were just saying it because they seen some other old Aussie bloke say no. Like,
it's like
there's only some people know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how many people will so confidently put their chest out about shit they know nothing about.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, I don't give out prescriptions or tell people, like, as best as I can. Like, I tell them what's going on, but, like, I'm not going to go around saying, like, mine's the best idea, this is who you should vote for, rah.
Yeah, because I know, because then it just seems, like, you don't want to follow someone who's just blindly saying that, and then you've got to be like, oh, yeah, like, he's telling the truth. Because then it's just all this word of mouth that ends up, like, being such easy rumor. It's like the Chinese whispers thing. Like after about 3 people,
it gets nuts. And what's the old adage too, isn't it? It's like, don't take advice from someone who you wouldn't take their life over yours.
Yeah, right.
On that topic, like I think it needs to be very into on that topic. As in, if somebody has more money than you, and you would happily have their money over your money, take their advice on money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But if somebody has no friends and no family and has more money than you, and they tell you how to make friends, you tell them to shut up.
Dude, have you got the results?
Yeah, if somebody's beating you in a field, like, you are then a student. It's as simple as that. If somebody's beating you in that field, you should be a student.
Absolutely.
And if you think you're on par, you're probably one of those idiots that copped a participation trophy.
Yeah. Never outshine the master, I think. You never, yeah.
Well, then how is there a master if everyone is? Like,
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so we'll we'll be going into detail about a lot of specific stuff that people don't know about. I'll have a lot of stuff up on screen
for
people to look at.
And we'll get better at that stuff over time as we learn how to how to effectively do these things.
I don't have a spare couple K on some computer guy to do this every week. We're doing it ourselves. It is a mission.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If any of you want to volunteer to be like the film crew, and we might use it at some point. Yeah, that'd help. Like we need that sort of shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot.
I think it's it is just a lot of work in terms of just getting, I don't know, all the, like, we've had to dish out some money, like, even though we went still fairly cheap on it because we had about 90% of the things.
We spent like 10% of what it cost to do this.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
like we already had cameras, mics. We like it was basically furniture and like some technical stuff.
Yeah, and we did.
And couch.
We were fortunate to have we were fortunate to have a couple of people lend us some stuff too.
That did help. Yeah, we have one legend that's definitely helped.
Well, shout out to Nick, shout out to Shannon for helping on that one. Absolute legend.
Yeah, definitely helped. But yeah, it's been a mission. Even just finding out like what works too. Just finding out like people think I use hook a camera up. It's like we got thousands of dollars worth of cameras and they're just like unusable for some of it for now
because we don't even
just outdated or you need an extra piece that costs another couple grand and
I have no idea about anything when it comes to cameras, so it's I just go Jax fix it.
And I don't know about anything audio or mic, so I get to step back. It's great. It's awesome.
It has really worked out.
I just get to drill holes in tables for chords and stuff.
Yeah, and I get to just watch some cable management. So what topics have we got to tackle at the moment? So you have your
God, I'm forgetful. That's what happens when you crawl around 60-degree weather.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, definitely something that was worth going over was the whole. You know what? Now's the best time for an analogy. Now's the best time for this analogy.
Okay, shoot, spend it.
So, let's just say you go to the beach every weekend and you swim every weekend and you're not the best swimmer and like sometimes you're happy there's lifeguards there that are really good at their job. You notice the community starts freaking out one day. Some members, not in all of them, like small amounts, goes, there's no Chinese lifeguards. There's just none. There's no Chinese lifeguards. We don't see any of them. It's ridiculous. It's not okay. So people go, and there's like a couple of Chinese guys that want to be lifeguards, and they're like, and they never really make it in. They never really quite hit the test or anything. It's just, so they go, all right, then fine. What they do is they change the test to be a lifeguard, okay? So off the top of my head, the test is you got to, run 100 meters and swim 100 meters, and you got to do it in so-and-so many seconds. What they then do at this beach, your community decides, okay, we're going to make it so now you only have to be able to run this far and swim this far, or you have way more time to get it done. And the people that, are still lifeguards, they still run that, like they still do it in the time that was set before. But the couple of new Chinese lifeguards, they get let to be lifeguards because there was no Chinese lifeguards. And they can't do the test that people have been doing for years and years and years. And then I come to the beach and I go, I'm not swimming at the beach. I know what your community did recently with the rules. I only see 2 Chinese lifeguards. I know what you guys did. You changed the rules. I'm not getting in. No, if I drown, I'm gone. Would you think I'm a racist? Like, is me saying the statement, I'd be a little bit worried about in that circumstance, if I then said, well, I'd be worried about my life and my safety if I go swimming and I see there's a Chinese lifeguard now. Now, because now it's like, I wouldn't worry before. I wouldn't have worried because regardless if they're Chinese, if I don't care if they're a centipede. If they did the test in the same test results, then they're qualified. I'm fine.
But if they jip the test.
But now I know there's this certain sect of people that are allowed to get through with not the qualifications. I'd say it's pretty fair for me to go, well, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, because, well, how are these jobs going to be ran effectively if
the test
is...
It's not as rigorous as it used to be. That lifeguard quality has dropped just for that group of people that took that test. Just for that.
Yeah.
The gnarly thing is somebody got shot in the neck because of this opinion, basically. Like, somebody got shot in the neck because of this opinion. Plenty of people have heard that Charlie Kirk, who is a Christian conservative dude, I'm not Christian, I'm barely conservative. I don't like when people can't talk, like, in a fun way. I like people to communicate fun. And I didn't see much of, like, it's not like at first I'd seen anything about him. I thought, like, oh, this is the be-all, end-all guy. But when I seen him explain things like DEI happening in America, which is a program which is essentially the exact same as what I'm describing. We'll put sources in, we'll put links in, but it is the exact same thing. It is, they've taken a certain sect of race and they've said, well, there's not enough of them in these fields and they're not making the qualifications. So we're going to lower the qualifications so there's more of them in these fields. Charlie Kirk said, because they did this with African American people in America, for pilots, they had changed rules. They changed the qualification bar for what it was to be a pilot, specifically for black people. Charlie Kirk said, well, now I'm going to be worried if I see an African American pilot. And everyone screams, that's racist, that's racist, that's racist. Because they're idiots. Because they don't know what's happening in the government. They don't know the rules.
It's the culprit of the reason why there's an answer to that. Like, it goes to literally just the changing of the rule has changed it doesn't matter yet. Like Jack said, doesn't matter if you're like a grub worm or whatever, right? Like, it doesn't matter.
You could be a dead set fluoro yellow and pink rhinoceros beetle, but if you did the same qualification, I'm fine. Like, I don't. Are you like? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's
sad because saying what you just said, people just diagnose you and go, you're right, and it's like,
oh, I'm racist now. Like, forever, I'm the racist.
Apparently that's what they'll.
That's the equivalent.
That's the agenda, right? Of how it is. It's like it's straight away. Yeah, if you say something that's just a fact, but people are so attuned to be ready to go, that's offensive, that's offensive, that's offensive, I'm offended. Like,
it's just ridiculous because anyone that spouts off that's hateful. Like, there's 100% a circumstance where they could need, where they're in the hospital with their baby, and then I come along acting like a complete idiot, and they go, who is this guy? And I go, I'll take your baby. And they go, what the hell? And I go, oh, by the way, I got let in here because there wasn't enough Australians in the hospital. So, yeah, they let me in there. They need more curly-haired people. So they let me in. Give us your baby.
Yeah, and they're just like...
They'll be like...
No. Away from my baby.
Like, wait, are you the same? Like, is this guy? No, is he the same qualification? And one of the other doctors and nurses goes, no. He didn't pass the same test as ours. Like, he got in easier. He got in easier. No, I can't say if he's as good or as bad as
and he could have, he could have failed the injection, test or this, that, blah, blah. All these certain areas that you need to be qualified, but.
And they'd freak out. They wouldn't want me touching their kids. So it's like I don't see what the point of going around is spouting absolute nonsense, calling people hateful, because you're doing the most hateful and hated thing on planet Earth. You're spreading lies.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it. Even you hate it. You just won't admit you're lying. Like, that's the crazy thing. And I don't think it's I don't think it's like people being like uninformed or misinformed. I don't like, I used to think that, and I don't apply it to that anymore, because you all have an Instagram account. Like, you can all access information on your phone. Like, you can all quite simply just Google what the thing, and it's like, oh, well, this page said this. Check 20. What do you what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you scrolled for a while, you did this, and look, I doom scroll. Like, I'm horrible for it. Like, we all do. But you can take, like, but that doesn't mean just because I doom scroll, I'm going to go out and act like I know exactly what's going to make all these claims and be like, well, blah, blah, well, that's too hard for me to look all this information up. It's like, no, it's not. I'm just not taking accountability for how I'm using my time.
Yes.
It's this crazy level of immaturity that's sparked from when we were teenagers, and being the emo idiot kid that caused trouble in class means you were the coolest kid.
Yeah.
That's where it started from. And now we literally have a culture of just, like, ignorance and idiocy is the best thing going. Like, the best thing you can be as a person, what I find, like, between people, not the best, okay. Along a lot of people, one of the best quotes I hear people, one of the best attributes I hear people give others is he's easygoing.
Yeah, see, that's...
What if someone comes in with a fucking knife?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's all good, man. Just take, you know...
Like, how good is easy? When is easygoing ever a good... What, are you a problem? Are you an issue for people to be around? Do you cause drama and do you annoy people and they're easygoing? They don't tell you to shut the fuck up? Like, what's good about easygoing? It's peaceful to be around. Like, so is people that just do the right thing.
Yeah, yeah. Because they're the ones looking for the evil that can lurk around, and they actually do something about it. But the problem is, as well, is that Gen Z is one of our biggest problems, and I'm sure a lot of people in Gen Z can agree, is avoidance. We avoid conflict. And it's because we half have grown outside, you know, with the neighborhood kids, and the other half, we just got stuck into smartphones and Facebook, and it consumed us.
Yep.
And we have those options to avoid conversation. If you don't want to talk to someone, you don't even have to open up their message. But before then, someone rocks it up at your door, you better be talking to them, because you're going to run away. Will you lie to them? So it's such a different ball game I see, and I see that there's that big generational difference between even just our generation and the ones prior, and it's very strange. But it is avoidance. Is we avoid everything, and that means avoiding holding people accountable. If someone's doing something that should not be happening, people just unfortunately those people just enable each other when you're easygoing, because you're just going to go, oh,
yeah,
and not say anything.
It's constant easygoing. It's constant just. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, no, I don't really care. I don't really know about that. I don't really have an opinion on that. No, all I kind of do is just like survive. Like, if you don't have time, that's one thing, and if you're not interested, that's even another. But if you go around making claims and saying you do have an opinion, but then I don't really know. I don't really know. Yeah, Trump's a fuckwit, but I don't really know anything. I haven't even actually seen him say anything I'm against. It's like, look, and I've seen him say stuff I'm against. Like, I have actually seen it, though.
And even me as a conservative Christian, I would...
Look, there's a whole sect of conservatives that are against Trump. There's a bunch of people that understand he's probably the best, president selection right now in America, but they're also not for the way he does things. I mean, there's no...
Yeah, I wouldn't... Yeah, like, I think anyone reasonably, like, even if you sort of do support him as well, like, I think reasonably it is to say that there is some things that a lot of people would disagree with him, and that's fine. That's opinions. That's beautiful to have opinions. But we've just got to use them properly without getting emotional diagnosing.
See, and that's the thing. I don't think people understand what opinions are for. So this is about the only diagnosis I'm willing to give. This is the only prescription I'm willing to give people as a dumb 27-year-old. If you have an opinion and you find yourself saying to people, let's just agree to disagree, either they're not listening or you aren't. Like, there's one or the other. There isn't this, like, thing of, like, most things in life aren't apples and oranges. Like, they're not. Sorry, but most things aren't. Like, most things, if you attack it enough, you can come down to the grit of it. There's way too much, let's just disagree. Like, it's the whole party system that we have all over Western culture. We have, like, one side in this. We have all these people that go towards this side. And it's ridiculous because, like, the stats show that most people start on one side, and as they get older, they lean towards the other, and it's like it's the majority too, and it's like, well, then what is it? Is it really just people getting smarter? Like, is it really, because, like, there's a whole bunch of opinions I had as a kid that I wouldn't stand for whatsoever today, and I had those opinions purely out of what I thought was decency or humanity or compassion.
Yeah.
Like, these are the things that I thought was, like, the be-all, end-all of being a human and what to go for. So I had plenty of opinions that were all about compassion. Like,
and compassion, like, it does, like, and it makes sense. Like, I was the same. Like, with my worldview, when I was younger, it just made, like, surface level sense.
Yep.
Like, oh, of course. Like, you just think, you hear it and you think it and you go, oh, of course. Like, without even really deep thinking. But things aren't really what they seem like.
Yeah, and it's as simple as we can, like, you can just use basic common sense to understand that, because we all had a moment when we were young where, or at least maybe when we're older, we've seen something bad happen and our first thought was, boom, that was wrong, and then we got more information to it and we went, oh, that sucks, but that had to happen. We've all seen that. Like, I was only just saying this to a guy I work with today, like, there's way too much, I feel like, from the majority of people speaking. Like, when you just look at the whole message coming from the more compassionate side of things, there's a lot of trying to create a perfect scenario where there is none to exist. Like, I see people taking the tragedy of one person and spreading it amongst everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, no, well, let's all equally live in this tragedy, yet it doesn't actually equally spread out because some people are affected more than the others and this and that. It's like, why do you get to decide the tragedy? Why can't the tragedy just be unlucky tragedy?
And that's the thing, is that unfortunately it is like you said, it's one side sort of doing, like, cherry picking all these exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
And then not really getting to what generally is better for the majority of society.
Yeah.
And
the clearest example is immigration. Like, I'm sorry, but like you don't even, like, if anyone disagrees with me on this, please come on and tell me otherwise. But I think it's as simple as this, right? It is as simple as this. The best example of this, of spreading the tragedy of one person to others, is immigration. There are some people who are in a horrible situation. They're born unlucky. They have a bad thing. They're in a bad country, bad living situation, and they seek to find a better country. And they may get there in an illegal manner that's not allowed, but they're just stoked because they're in a better situation. If they can do anything to have a better life, they will, all the rest of it. And there's a whole bunch of people who have never done anything hard in their life, who are trying to seek some type of virtue through compassion for others instead of doing something. I see that many little idiot soy boy kids constantly like, no, well, why don't we just let everybody do whatever they want to do and everyone can be happy? It's the gnarliest thing ever. Like, I see so much of it, and that's what it mostly is, calling for immigration. Like, mostly it's younger generations that are like, no, immigration's good, and you're stupid because you're whinging about rich people and making them richer. You're importing more people. You're making us, me, and you poorer, and you're saying it's a great thing. And it's like, we are. What about all these other people? What about me and you and our parents and our next door neighbors? And what about everyone else? I'm sorry, but it's a simple mathematical fact. It's harder in the country economically with mass immigration. There's not even a side of the government arguing that. Like this isn't even something to debate on. Like in our country, any side of the government, any test would go to agree that mass immigration, and especially, and even if you want to try and make that argument, illegal immigration has no economic benefit for the lower class.
No. Yeah,
It doesn't. It doesn't have any economical benefit for the lower class. It's as simple as, and I'll give you a straight up, just a clear cut example is like I work in trade. I've worked in trade since I was young. I actually work on building sites and see these things happen. And I have watched painters go out of work over the years, and I have seen more immigrant painters. I've seen more painters that can't speak English come in. And there's 3 of them on site at a time where there used to be one guy, and they work at half the pace, but they take that lower amount of money and they get the job done. And they'll charge less, and people are happy to do it. There's a direct field that this has happened in. Like, it's so clear cut and dry. Like, it's so obvious. And all you're doing by ignoring it or pushing it aside or just gaslighting everyone and thinking, no, it's all about compassion and just let everyone in, rah, 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 and then there's all these rich people, and if they gave up all their money, it's like they're not going to give up all their money because you're the idiot causing this problem, and they're the smart person that's taking advantage of it. Like,
yeah, exactly right.
You know, and like even that rich person, like people like to be like, yeah, so much power. Like, we still vote. Like, do you realize how many people? Like, do you realize like if you're someone that's like, oh, there's all these rich people that have all this money and they need to give it up. Ask how many people you actually know in your life know the facts about government and are voting towards doing something about that. Because it's probably bugger all. Instead, you think it's a better option to make those people richer by saying, yes, let's just bring in you're a farm for chaos. You are a farm for chaos. You are literally just like, oh, just fill me with antidepressants and drugs and alcohol and just let everybody in, and I don't care. Like, oh.
Facts.
I know, like, there's like one specific guy, like, to wrap it back around to Charlie Kirk, there's like one specific guy that we know through social media who's like, and this comes back to like the whole everybody laughing about someone being shot in the neck in front of their kids. Like, if I'd lost faith in humanity, if I didn't lose faith in humanity before, I damn well came pushing it to when I seen that, like, completely like normal looking people. Like, I cannot get that jingle out of my head. That chick then like just go shot in the neck, da 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 da. Like,
that's so. That a part of me that day when that happened, just purely like it was a tragedy within itself. Nice. It was a tragedy within itself. You know, the death of Charlie Kirk, but then what came after that was so upsetting that I didn't realize how much evil was surrounding a lot of this, honestly.
Oh, it's dead set rampant, and like even just like the lower case of it, like the amount of people that said, quote, oh, well, I just like I'm not happy about it. I think it's awful, but like, you know, I think this is why we need to change gun laws. What?
It's like, can we? I'm like, and this is when like people are putting up posts. Just rest in peace. We're not talking about politics right now. Yeah, it was a political, say, figure of YouTube or of the social media space, but people just go straight into, yeah, he's dead now, rest in peace. But that wasn't good. But what he was talking about, it's like, dude.
It's you know what? There's honestly
just let opinions be opinions, or
they could
be facts, right?
Yeah,
because that's
we
what
can look
people
them up.
were actually really happy about. Was there's a lot of things that Charlie Kirk did say that was you can't really disprove it. Like
Yep.
he's there to have a discussion, and you see a lot of people in his content, who were, opposing him, were just saying like that, just going for the jugular. Like really, there's like no conviction these people feel afterwards. Like it's victory, not
Oh, look,
conviction, and it's
that's not surprising. I'm more surprised just like the illegitimacy of that argument behind the guns thing. Like imagine if when everyone was going off about pit bulls and how pit bulls are dangerous. Like imagine if somebody trained a pit bull to like and sicked them on like the senator of that area who wasn't outlawing pit bulls and killed them and then said to their family, "See, this is why we shouldn't have pit bulls. Good boy." It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest argument ever.
I know.
It is the dumbest argument ever.
And I saw so many people during that time, and you did too, just remove people from their friends list because they had a different opinion.
Yeah.
They, like literally getting to the point of going, I do not give a crap about this person. And I'm like, because they said this one thing or rest in and they're part of this, like people. No matter who you are, you have so much value just as much as everyone else. And if you have a different opinion, no one should be celebrating your death.
Yeah.
And if people are, there's a problem with those people.
Oh look, there's three counterintuitives to that. It's like, have you like violently sexually abused a woman, then I can probably get around. Right. I can probably celebrate your death.
There's justice.
Have you done something sexual with kids? Like, yeah, I can probably get around to your death.
Yeah, that's
have you made it your mission to do harm to the masses of humanity rather than good in your life? Yeah, I can get around your death. You're going to need to show some proof of either of those things.
Yeah, if Charlie Kirk said anything like that,
you're going to need to show some proof. And the statement, well, I'd be worried if I seen a black pilot now because, I'd be, it's literally like, well, I'd be worried now if I seen a black pilot because, no, shut up! No, I'm just, no, shut up! There's no validity behind it. There's actually no argument behind it. And even if, regardless of what I thought of the guy, doesn't matter if I think he's the biggest idiot in the world. If I did, doesn't matter. You jumping up and down about him dying when he never did anything to hurt anyone.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed for things that would help people, made people better. He was clearly a positive influence in people around his life, which was enough people to be good. It's all good for you to say, oh, well, they're all just evil people, rah, rah. Really, hundreds of them, thousands of them.
Just all collectively evil.
That's just never did anything wrong. But they're just collectively, I don't know. They're all for Satan, even though, I'm not even a Christian. But the guy never shut up about the Bible. It's and he clearly quoted it. That was one thing I was like, oh, yeah, he's not saying, oh, it says in the Bible, blah, 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 blah. He literally used to go, he would name the bastard was a site for the Bible. It was crazy. He
would just off the dome.
Yeah.
Without any
I can't. Look, I see someone like that, and I definitely don't instantly think hateful. That's not the first thought. And then if I've not seen anything that he's done that's bad, the only reason I've come to that conclusion is because
what he preaches.
He does. But if you're looking at someone that's has no real review, there's nothing to support they're a bad person. you've not actually seen them say anything in long form. You've not seen them do anything bad. You don't know anyone who they've done something bad to. You haven't seen them. At that point, if you say they're hateful, you are a gutless, wretched, cockroach-filled piece of shit.
Yeah, that about explains it.
Sorry,
Yes.
like, if you want to call someone hateful and say they deserve to die and you know nothing about them, like, you are the scum of the earth. And, like, the same argument that you have for, like, well, this is why we need to get rid of guns. I say to you, you should learn to kickbox. I say to you, you should learn to kick. You should learn to fight. You should learn to defend yourself. I say to you this. And if you don't do what I say, I'm going to use it against you. No,
I knew this was going to be a joke. Straight away, as soon as you don't do what I say, I'm like, oh, here we go.
But it's just a dumb argument. Like, get rid of these things. Get rid of them. Like, just use them properly. Boom, get rid of them. Like, you're a fuckwit. I lack a good word for, like, there needs to be a new word for these kind of people. There needs to be a whole new word because we've been gypped with, like, there's every word has come out from under the rocks in social media to name people on either side. There's like all these crazy definitions from left and from right to name people from left and right. It's like, why don't we come up with a new name for people who are just so stuck in what they think that there's just no point for them to be around. Like, they may as well be on an island by themselves because that's what they see. That's what they're living. Like, there's no productive help from them. Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah. Honestly, I don't like. It's one thing where it's like, regardless of what your political beliefs are, if you're someone who genuinely thinks like, yeah, Charlie Kirk was hateful or deserves to die, or that's just what happens because you didn't get rid of guns and blah blah, and that's your opinion. You don't realize that the person who shot him thinks exactly like you. Like, well, that's all there is to it. Yeah, you should really think about the fact the person that shot him thinks exactly like you. They hold all the same opinions. You would be able to sit in a room with them and get on with them. You would have a laugh, and it'd be a good time for you, and you'd agree on how much you hate this piece of crap that you've never actually seen do anything bad. Genuinely think about that. Like, if that's your opinion,
and then you spend your time on hating someone. That's what it is.
All I say is, like, go hang out with them. Like, don't say it's horrible. Like, if you genuinely don't see that this is just purely a tragedy and a bad thing, and this is a result of years of just naming, like, coming up with these stupid terms to put on people that actually sit in no logical justification. It's all these terms. People like, a Nazi, bloody fascist, all the rest of it. Like, he was called a fascist constantly, and I'm like, dude, like, if you keep telling me someone's a child molester and no one's doing anything about it, I'm gonna do something about it. So, like, stop calling the innocent person a child if they're not doing that. And, like, if he's not a fascist, stop calling him a fascist, because some idiot is going to think it's okay to go out and kill him. And again, if you think that's like, well, that was bound to happen, or, well, I don't mourn bad people or anything like that. I need you to understand that you would be mates with that kid that shot. Like, you would get on with him. You should go see him in prison because you would be friends. You would get along. You would learn from each other.
It's literally.
That's the thing, and don't be like, no. Like, anyone that hears this, watches this, they're gonna, no, I wouldn't. Really? Well, what would you disagree on? Oh, well, I don't think you should have been shot. Really? Are you sure? Like, you don't seem that upset about it. You don't seem like this is absolutely insane. Okay, so is that the only thing you don't agree on? What about everything else? You do? You're the exact same on everything else. Like, gnarly. I wonder if you both like barbecue sauce instead of tomato on your bacon egg roll too, you couple of fucking idiots. Like,
oh, that's gonna get some people riled up. That's true though.
I honestly don't care. Again, I can fight. I don't care. I really don't. I'm not interested in people. Like, I don't even want to have the conversation with people. Like, I'm happy to like inform people, but like, yeah, I honestly like that kid. I probably could be push me far enough. I not to that extent, obviously, but what's the word I'm looking for here?
I need to be intuitive here.
Yeah, it's radicalized.
Well, there you go.
I could be radicalized to like at least want to see some unfortunate crap happen to you if you find it funny or good or celebratory that someone got shot in front of their kids and their wife. Like, just addle. Just add like that. If you think that's a good thing, like there's people posting stuff on his missus wall, tagging her and stuff, making stupid little AI things. Like,
that's so bad.
Like, I just genuinely like I struggle. My real opinion isn't like what I actually think about this. Like, I can't put on the internet. Like, what I actually think about this, like, is legitimately not able to go out there because, like, I don't see it as anything other than like an ideological war at this point. Like, it is a war between. I mean, the funny thing is, they say, the winners get to determine what is justice. I don't know about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. But I mean, I grew up watching movies where like the hero has a better motive, so he tries harder, so he's stronger, and he wins. So typically, from where I'm from, at the end of the story, at least by the very end, the good guy wins. So like you can say like, oh, well, it's whoever won got to decide what was good and that, but it's like normally the people with the best justification have the best incentive and the best, they've got the best motivation to do better. That's just what I find. Like I can't. I like obviously there's some situations where people are better than others. There's always going to be one giant idiot roidhead that wants to start a fight with an innocent person that does nothing wrong, uses his power to blah blah, and he wins the situation. Like cool, that's going to happen. But if we all know that's not right, then like that's not even considerable in this. Like if we all know that's just like but that's someone doing the wrong thing. So again, it stands. The good guy wins.
Yeah.
So whatever happens at the end of this, like, all I can say is like you better stand on your foundation. Like you better stand on it strong. Like if you're really of the opinion that like this was justified, it was good, more of this needs to happen. If you like what that idiot Destiny guy said, and you're thinking like, no, like people on the right need to be scared to talk in public. Like, what? It's like, as someone that sits in the middle, I'm like, I genuinely never seen someone from the right say people on the left need to be scared, and they're the ones that are like holding all the guns and everything. Like that's like it's a horrible position to be in when we've gone that far apart from each other. That we're willing to.
Drawing away, like humanity is drifting away from each other, and it's sad because I feel like there should be, Charlie Kirk had the incentive to be able to have both political sides talk. And he did say, if we stop talking, violence ensues. And now the sad thing is he got shot, and he got shot talking to people opposing, his political belief. And it's just the fact of the matter is something so out of sight that we just think that an assassination is just completely justifiable. Like, were people justifying JFK's assassination? I don't think so. And if they were, then maybe it was a conspiracy theory, right? And you would be just deemed like, oh yeah, he's off with the fairies, whatever. But it's so sad. And I even, I saw a lot of people on opposing his political beliefs. Like I see, there was a good handful selection of people who were opposing, his political beliefs that did mourn him and say it's a life. I don't care. It's a life. Let's mourn this life that has been lost. And those are the same people who still believe what the assassinator, the assassin believed. And still will have the courage to know when a human life is valuable and when to actually just be quiet, and when when to grieve a life instead of just let's just political debate when someone's bleeding out in front of us, and let's just joke about it. Like this is, and the fact of hearing and this, I don't know if this is true or not, but and obviously this is why we have this podcast. And we need to fact check this, but there were people when they were at that college campus saying that there were liberals cheering when he was shot.
Oh no, you can watch the video.
Yeah,
you can actually watch you can watch from long.
There's a few sources that I've seen,
and you can
that
hear some
said
people
that.
you can hear people start screaming and fleeing, and,
And
then
then
you
you
hear
hear
a couple of people and you hear a couple of claps. It's gnarly.
What makes you so good when you do that? What people are going? Yeah, this is great. I don't.
People that hate themselves and therefore hate everybody else.
Yeah, because if you hate, yeah, exactly right.
That's all it is. You know what my new thing is now? When I have if that I stick by the adage, if you don't want someone's life, don't take their advice. But now the best thing I say to people is, if they have some type of thing what's best or what's happy or what's right, it's so easy now. You've kind of just given it to us. I get to just go, do you have any mental disabilities? How's your mental health? And if it's it's yeah, right. Well, you can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
It's sorry, you can't tell me shit.
No.
You can't.
You're not at the.
Yeah, there's clearly some stuff going on with you that isn't going on over here. And I am just not going to advise anybody, listen to anyone's advice that has to see a therapist regularly and stuff. They're not supposed to be giving out advice. There's so many people that need help. It's if you need help, you can't provide help. It's as simple as that. If you need help, then you don't have help to give.
Something that is far more foundational problem. It's trying to fix symptoms with band-aids that only fix the symptoms, and it's still not going to fix the problem.
You can say it in easy form. You don't know how to fucking live, and you're telling people how to live.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
That's the gnarliest thing ever. Yeah. It's you may as well just drive it the full way home and say, no, I'm right about everything. You should all also be depressed. You should all be on antidepressants. You should all come to, the conclusion that it's okay for people to get shot in the neck and laugh about it. You should all think that it's okay for men to beat the shit out of women in sports. You should all just think
men to be in women's bathrooms too.
There's just this crazy number of things that happen, and then it's I don't understand why we can't get to them. We can find a middle ground on some things. We can find somewhere where things work. It's just there's a lack of a place to have a conversation in long format, and shooting Charlie Kirk was ensuring that. Yeah. Shooting Charlie Kirk was ensuring that there is less and less, almost impossible likelihood that we're going to come to a point where we see people that lead two different opposing views come together and find a middle ground that we can all work around. I don't know, in my eyes, if someone's seeking utopia, which is kind of what he was doing, because he wasn't seeking his side, he wanted conversations, which means you had the opportunity to prove him wrong, which means that if you were right, he would push your worldview if you proved it to him. All he wanted to do was push the facts, which is why he had conversations with people and said, okay, do it. And if you prove me wrong, then I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to be saying what your thing is now. Yeah. So all that person did was kill utopia. All that person did was kill utopia, and everyone's celebrated, and there's just more fighting, more argument, more crap, and people are stoked.
The crazy thing is, if somehow the shooter thought that this was going to just put a silence to it all.
It's gone the opposite way too.
It is completely
which
inverted.
I'm stoked about,
And
because it could have not.
Yeah.
It could have.
well,
Like,
a part
it
of
could
the
have all
fire
gone
that ignited
further.
for us when that all happened was the reason why we started this podcast.
Yep.
Because I'm really shocked to see the evil around me, and I want to somehow fix something. I don't know what it will be, but I want to make sure that at some stage that we can all just generally have a conversation and and not and not be just a complete and utter disaster to have a conversation with. Like,
Don't go
you
into
know,
it with an agenda.
yeah, and not with,
You just
know,
gotta
the
not
whole
go into it. Not go into a conversation
emotional
to win.
and to react. Like, we've got to learn to respond, not react. Like, just think for an extra second before you say something.
Oh, that's
it can
something.
do the whole difference.
I've seen like 10% of humanity have the capability to have a conversation, listen to like what you just said, and then respond accordingly back to it. And it's weird because people do it over text all the time. Like, that's all people do in text. Like, you don't send a bunch of texts you have lined up in your head to someone. You text and somebody texts back and you read what they say and everybody does this. Everybody's responsive in text. But then you have a conversation with them about something that you might not completely be on the same page on. And instantly that's out the window. Instantly it's like 90% of people look straight through you coming up with their sentence in their head, ignoring everything you're saying.
Yes,
And then it's just, they'll spat. You just look at them like, did you not?
Yeah, did you not get
The amount of times I
Yeah.
swear I've been sitting there being like, mangoes are yellow with a pinkish hue and they're like good at one time of the season. And, you know, they're really delicious and they have a big seed inside. And then after, people go, I just don't understand what the fuck mangoes are. What, did you listen?
Yeah, it is.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, hopefully we don't have any guests come on do that. I'm pretty sure we're pretty good. We got people with all, like, I got friends of all different views that'll come on, that'll talk.
Yeah.
But because I'll point it out, like, openly, anyone that sees this now, like, if we have a conversation and you argue in bad faith or be ridiculous, like, as I do in person in life, I will point it out.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, it's
and yeah, when we do have people on as well, we 100% we want it to be the safest space for you to say anything that you feel is what you believe is true, and are willing to put that belief system to work and talk about it. You know, we don't want to be blasting people or, you know, making a fool out of anyone.
Yeah, look, I'm happy to hear it. I haven't picked
Yeah.
a side. That's the thing. I haven't picked a side. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a liberal. I'm not for Labour. I haven't really picked a side. I damn well vote different near every year based on policies. And no one I vote for has all the policies I agree with.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm keen to be convinced. I'm keen for someone to push me one way or the other. I'm keen for someone to be able to, you know, put in my head without a doubt I'm sitting on the right side of the fence.
Yeah.
And if someone can do that and they're willing to go ahead, like, I can, but I want that. I want that. If someone wants to come in and wants to convince me why Charlie Kirk was a racist, why immigration is good, blah, blah, and probably a bunch of other things I'm not for, or the other side, why it's better to be a Christian, why it's better to follow God, why it's, like, I'll sit by it. But like, I'm like most people now. I'm sitting on the fence. It's just I'm not doing it thinking that I'm super cool for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like, I'm 27. Make up your fucking mind. Like, that's why I'm doing it, because it's like I'm happy. Like, at some point, I'd like to be able to be at a stage where I could teach my kids and know. I don't have any yet, but I'd like to be able to teach my kids and understand and know what I'm teaching them is right. I have to go back on it too.
Yeah.
I feel like for that, you'd have to live like a
pretty
decent amount of life. But look, like I said, it's super easy for people to get old, to go through their whole life and not have an opinion on anything. And
sort of like I guess what some people in this space would call blue pill.
Yeah, I guess. It's
but,
like, what use are you in the
yeah.
world if you have no opinion on anything?
Yeah.
It's like if you made no change, if you made no opinion, if you never taught anyone.
Well, that's it. You have no. It's like what Jordan Peterson said. It's like it's better to be someone who is capable, but can harness that capability for good, even though they have the capability for evil,
Mm-hmm.
but they choose to do good. But then, if you're someone who doesn't have the capability for evil, I mean, everyone does, but to the certain extent of what you are capable of, and you harness it. Like, if you're just like, oh, I'm useless, and well, not useless, but I'm harmless. Useless. I'm harmless, and I wouldn't hurt a fly. I wouldn't do this. There's nothing to you because you have.
It's like you. No,
you
it's not
haven't
you wouldn't.
harnessed
You couldn't hurt a fly.
What sacrifice have you made?
There's a big difference between wouldn't hurt a fly and couldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah,
there is a massive difference
That's
between them.
different
And
shit.
yeah, I'm not really. It's the same thing. It goes back to the easygoing thing.
Are we on that? Oh, all right, we're good. We're good. Sorry, guys.
It goes back to the same thing. It's like, what's the point of being easygoing? Because that person doesn't give me any direction or anything. Like, if that person's just, simply just flying by, it doesn't matter. Well, we've all got to vote, and like somebody's going to run the country, and the rules are going to change, and people are getting massive amounts of money, and people are moving into the country, and whether or not they fix the roads or fix the shops or things cost this much or that much, it all affects us. Like, you can be easy, like people are easygoing until they go, oh shit, it's pretty hard to afford groceries.
Yeah.
You go, oh yeah, maybe that's because you were too easygoing for 20 years, you idiot.
Yeah.
How about that?
You just
Like,
say, oh,
easygoing doesn't get anywhere, and
you'll
having
get walked over. It's basically an invitation to say.
Oh, look, I don't say it without. Like, look, I that's why I say I'm picking a side because I've been easygoing to a degree. It's not like I'm perfect on this. I've been way too easygoing in the way that I've kind of been willing to have discussions and arguments, and like I've always wanted to know the facts behind stuff, but I've also, I've never gone to a real extreme, push to identify the legitimacy of one side or the other and stand for it. And I feel like if you know what I mean, like that's the ideal. You want to be able to represent whatever your ideals are.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to represent something until I know it's the same reason I'm not a Christian. I don't know enough about Christianity. Even if I thought God was real, even if I thought it was all true, even if I thought it would benefit me too, I don't know enough about it or what it is to be or understand it enough for me to feel comfortable enough openly saying. So I won't. I'm too easygoing at the moment. I'm up in arms, and I don't want to be.
Well, that actually sort of segues perfectly for what I will actually expand upon this on the next episode. But I will briefly tell you about something I spent I was up at night, just excited. So we're going to talk about a different topic right now, and it's a bit of a let's just say, I'll just say it's about faith, but this one really sort of is hard to disprove, and sort of goes with.
All right, hit me.
And I want someone to try and disprove this. So there was this bunch of scrolls. They're historically, factually accurate. These scrolls are called the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? These Dead Sea Scrolls, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 1947 or 1948 that were found. And they confirm the historicity of Old Testament texts, scripture. Isaiah is almost word for word exactly how we have it as the Old Testament. And it was these scrolls also confirmed that the Old Testament was in fact in the area of BC.
Okay.
Roughly, I think the Isaiah text in the Dead Sea Scrolls has, I think it's roughly around 100 BC, right? So in Isaiah, they have prophecies in as well as I think Zechariah as well. That's an Old Testament piece of scripture that has prophecies. Well, a lot of scripture has prophecies, right? And those prophecies get fulfilled by Jesus Christ. There's about 300 plus of them. And the crazy thing is, if the Dead Sea Scrolls are historically accurate before Jesus, the Old Testament is literally prophesying Jesus before he even came. And I don't know how you can actually, if you look at that and go, well, okay, if that is like, okay, they've written this, maybe it was all hogwash and maybe it accidentally happened, right? Maybe the secular mind we could go with that. But I don't think, like, if we're trusting that the people who have backdated these to be before Jesus's lifetime.
But that only stands on the grounds if the prophecies fulfilled are provable, or at least, like close enoughly with evidence.
Well, that's what I'll bring those up next episode.
Okay.
Because I can go into those right now, but I don't want to waste too much time.
Yeah, no,
but it's something I'm really excited to delve into. And those prophecies, like, I'll just random one, like, as a little bit of a sneak peek, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But in Zechariah it says, like, Jesus will be on like a mountain of olives, right? And he dies on Gethsemane, which means mountain of olives. That's one prophecy out of 300. All that, what you just felt, all right. Three times that, there's more of it, and it just keeps going. And you're like, there's no way. Even scientists have put it down to, there is no way for that to be a chance, like in like a 1 in whatever chance. It's like it goes to like the trillionth, like it's a number you can't even say.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's
right.
So
we'll have a look at that then next time. That'd be good. We'll get the
and I would like
we'll get the computer going with the other.
Yeah, and I'd like to I want to see counter arguments. Please give me something. Show me something that will say even the Dead Sea Scrolls are wrong. There is this one thing that you can find on the internet that says that there is forgeries in a museum, but these are museum copies of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the actual Dead Sea Scrolls that are not in those museums. They're just, it's like dinosaur bones. You have like that. A lot of the bones there, but they'll also add extra stuff to it to make it fully a skeletal thing in a museum. But yeah, I just thought that was really exciting because there is a lot of Old Testament prophecies talking about Jesus. I get really excited. And I don't know, it was just something that I was looking up all those prophecies as well, just going, yep, Old Testament, yep, that's confirmed by Dead Sea Scrolls, yep, okay, and like we're looking at Dead Sea, it's just, I looked like a bit of a maniac that night, just looking at everything going, oh, this is so good. The dopamine was rushing through my veins, I was just like, I felt like I was like in a montage moment. I don't know.
I figured out the villain.
Yeah. But should we have a look at some comments?
We should check that out at some point.
I feel like we haven't given a bit of love to the comment section. Would be a dead set if we had no comments. We should probably go on. I think it's Twitch. Yep, definitely. Yeah, perfect. I think it's Twitch.
Yeah, well, we'll have up next time. We'll have it all in the stream all set out so that we can kind of put up some of these bits of info that Nathan's talking about.
Yeah, I want to pull this up. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to see that all on camera. You can look it up. I want someone to prove me wrong. Like, please. Okay, no, we're all. What is it? It's a dead set.
We're good.
We're good.
It's a dead set.
It is a dead set.
Yeah, no, we're all fine.
Well, yeah, Mike will like, yeah, we go perfect.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go. Again, other topics that we'll go into at some point that will be, within the next few will be that you discussed. Mm-hmm. I definitely want to go into, I want to go into some Australian laws, some policies that we have in Australian politics.
We are Australians. We should be talking about Australian politics.
So there's
certain extent, right?
There's some stuff that like nobody has a clue about around our age that I would like to know what everyone's opinions are when you know about them. Rather than us not have a clue what we're talking about.
Yep.
And
shout out to all the nurses at the moment. My heart bleeds for you guys in Australia because you guys are going. I mean, if you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know.
Fair.
Shout out. Shout out to the nurses.
Fair.
They're doing God's work, man. Honestly.
Yep. Well, that'll probably be it. We'll definitely attack some stuff next time.
Yeah,
definitely want to see definitely want to see your points. I think, as always, format will be for next time. We'll always talk about political commentary. Well, it'll be political commentary, social commentary, and religion or Christianity, faith-based things.
Yeah.
Always be things we try to attack on each episode.
And
at
we
least
keep
in a
things
little bit.
entertaining too, as well.
Yeah.
Like, I know,
I'm no fun to watch.
Exhibit A. We're pretty fucking cooked people, so
Yeah,
I think
no,
I can keep it quiet.
I'm a fucking lunatic. I know that. That's just.
No, you and me both.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. So, yeah, hopefully it stays fun, entertaining, and if not, it's definitely nicer sitting in our fresh leather couches than walking around on the phone talking about this stuff for 3 hours at a time.
I know, pacing, because that's what we do. Is Jackson and I really would just be. I mean, I call you every day almost, but we'd literally just be talking on the phone on speaker about these things.
Yeah, it's like a once a week, once a fortnightly, like 2-hour phone call catch up.
Yeah, it's very bare minimum.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't get to like kind of scratch that itch with many people. Nobody is interested or cares or has enough time or can. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but hopefully a bunch more of you start to give a shit because the world's fucking going down the drain, and you've all got a part to play in it.
Yeah, we all are part of the set. We're all part of the set, not the dead set, but
this is.
But there is a set, and we're all part of it. It's the world stage, and we have more influence than we.
Yeah, and hopefully, if nothing else, then this show can find out what is dead set, what is bullshit, what's lies, what's not okay, what is the truth. There's Aussie vernacular. Dead set means true.
Yeah.
So
and we tend to say dead set as just an agreeing type of term. So
if something's dead set,
it's set in stone.
It gets our tick of approval if it's dead set.
Yeah.
So we'll be marking stuff off, and we'll be back every Thursday and Sunday then.
Yeah, Thursday and Sunday, 7 p.m. on Thursday, and Sunday is 12 or 1. We'll let you know on socials, but it's roughly noon, and that is AEST.
As long as the sun's out, depends when the beers start feeling good, lips start flowing.
Yeah,
that'll be about it.
But yeah, that will be AEDT is the Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Hey, this is computer talk. This is your stuff.
Cool. Yeah. Well, no, it's just the daylight. Yeah, anyway.
Well, that'll be it. All right.
Awesome.
We'll see you next time.
Take these guys.
That's it.